Action Lab finally puts out a good comic that runs the line of childish yet adult. It's Calvin and Hobbes all grown up in Spencer and Locke #1, and they're about to get dead. Spencer and Locke #1 was written by Dave Peposa, drawn by Jorge Santiago Jr., and colored by Jason Smith. The team comes together nicely, and if I had to guess, the artist did a great job keeping the writer in check. Just when you think the book is gonna go off the rails and fall into the all-too-normal Action Lab tropes, the book rights itself and carries on nobly. The issue starts with a backstory. Locke's mother was an abusive whore, so Locke gave his trusty stuffed panther, Spencer, sentience. It's a brutal origin, but it's kept brief. 1 page long, so I'll give it a pass this time. All grown up, Locke understands Spencer is not real, but keeps the stuffed animal as a muse for his imagination, conscious, and critical thinking. He's now a detective, and his childhood friend helps him solve cases. I actually like this premise, and I'm happy to see it walking the line between adult and childish quite nicely. After all, it is a T instead of an MA. The detective work makes no sense though. The murder happened in Locke's hometown, so he meanders about asking old acquaintances about the victim. He never returns to his superiors or the police stations, so I'm not even sure of his credentials. To me, he seems like an amateur sleuth at best. If this book is just trying to set up the characters in the world, it does a fine job. But a #1 issue also needs intrigue, not just setting. If you notice the artistic detail, it is consistently Action Lab's best element. The art does a fantastic job teaching you about the characters, whereas the dialogue is passable at best. But compared to the recent trash Action Lab has published, it's great. Didn't I tell you the artwork was great? As far as I can tell, these snowmen are either a kid's prank or more likely a window into Locke's broken psyche. Really pay attention to the background and detail in this book. It's worth it. Spencer and Locke get a 6 on the Richter scale because the artwork is great, the dialogue isn't garbage, and there's an innovative fight scene that surprised me. However, the story is not great. The motivation doesn't make sense, and there's an entire interaction that breaks logic that I can't tell you about because I don't want to give spoilers. Let's just say, did Grandma even know what was in that closet? I don't know, maybe a 6 here is an 8 over at Action Lab. Let us know if there are any good Action Lab comics besides Tomboy and Dollface in the comments below. Come say hi on our Facebook page, the link is in the description. If you want more of these reviews, check out nerdriff.com. And remember to like and share this video, hit subscribe, and as always, come back next week for more.